now!
Hello, I'm Billy Core, welcoming you to Nostalgia Mall Christmas 2018. This is the first episode of a 12-day-long marathon of nothing but Nostalgia Mall videos, which, what else would be on this channel? But for 12 days from now through December 25th, Christmas Day, there will be a new video every day. Now I know in previous years, before this channel became the Nostalgia Mall, we would do a video every day in December up until the 25th. Well, while I was able to do that successfully last year, it about killed me. And this year, I don't want to make that risk again. Plus, I have an actual job now and a lot more other responsibilities, so that's just not going to happen this year, and I need to cut it down. And plus, you know, quality over quantity is always a good thing. So for this year, 12 days of Nostalgia Mall Christmas, and as is tradition in the first episode of a Nostalgia Christmas episode, we're going to take a look back at what Christmas was like 20 years ago for me, and this year would be 1998. Everything leading up to Christmas of 1998 was kind of uneventful, I guess you would say, but Christmas Eve of 1998 was one that I will never ever forget for a big reason. You see, starting on December 23rd, an ice storm started barreling down on North Carolina. And this is not something many people remember, but I sure do. You see, this ice storm was pretty significant. So throughout December 23rd and the 24th of 98, my area was blanketed in ice. And it was pretty... it pretty much caused a lot of paranoia in my house, because most of everyone in my area did not have power, because that's the worst side effect of any ice storm is power outages. And throughout the entire day of Christmas Eve, our power kept flickering on and off, but it never went off completely. So that's why we were paranoid, because it would tease us all day, but thankfully it never went out for good, despite everyone else around us losing power. Thankfully, my grandmother, just 2 doors down from me, she kept power, so we were able to go to her house Christmas Eve night like we always did every year from, I guess, when I was born up until 2007, the last Christmas before she passed away. And that's something I desperately miss as a Christmas tradition. Every Christmas Eve, after the Christmas Eve service at my church, we'd drive all the way back to Greensboro and go up to my grandmother's house, just 2 doors up from here, and spend Christmas Eve night with her and some other family from my dad's side, having good ham, Smithfield ham. It was a delicious type of ham that was mainly popular up in Virginia, where my grandmother was born. And then we'd go in her living room and open some presents. And it's something I've really missed since she passed away 10 years ago. I mean, we do something kind of similar to that now, but at my own house. But as nice as that is it'll just never compare to what we used to do. But anyway, I digress. It's going to be interesting this year because at the time I'm recording this, December the 7th, I believe. Yes, I'm making these videos kind of late this year. They're actually calling for a very significant snowstorm to hit my area in 2 days. So just like 20 years ago, we'll be dealing with some winter weather in December. So what's going to make this interesting is, of course, they always say this. I don't know if there's much truth to this or not, but it's going to be a snowstorm that'll bring us about a foot of snow. It's supposedly going to be historic to my area, but we'll just have to wait and see what happens. But anyway, next thing I want to do in this video is show off some of the decorations I have out here in the office and outside. We're still putting up decorations out in the house, but right now I want to show you what I've got up in here. I know last year I did a video where I actually showed myself putting up the decorations, but this year it doesn't look all that different from last year, so if you want to see me put up the decorations, just watch last year's video and pretend it was done this year. So anyway, let's check out some of my decorations. Okay, let's start over here with my famous restroom sign from Carolina Circle Mall. Just like in years past, I put Christmas lights around it, make it a little bit more Christmassy. And no, Carolina Circle Mall did not put lights around this sign back when the mall was still open. That would have been kind of disturbing. And down here, of course, next to the TV is my little artificial Christmas tree. In the house, we don't do artificial, we use real Christmas trees, but out here, it's just more convenient to use artificial. And I got a few ornaments on here. Most of these ornaments actually came from my grandmother's house. I was able to inherit these after she passed away. Hopefully you can see it okay. I got the lights out just to make it a little more Christmassy looking. And like always, I've got it hooked up to my grandmother's old Christmas Carol box right here, which plays Christmas carols synced with light flickering in beautiful square wave. And this dates from 1981. And this is Sears branded, by the way. Last year I recorded a video of this music box playing every song that it has in its repertoire, so if you want an entire video dedicated to this, go check that out from a year ago. Turn that back down there. And of course my personal favorite, the Holiday Ferris Wheel. This is something that my uncle gifted me for my 5th birthday back in 1994. Now this isn't the original one I got when I was 5 years old. That's going to be put up in the house tomorrow when we get our real Christmas tree. This example was purchased by me on eBay last year, so I could have one out here and one in the house. But both of them are exactly the same, and like my grandmother's little Christmas Carol box back there, I did make an entire video dedicated to this last year where I show it playing every song on here. And speaking of songs, oh boy, this thing belts out some beautiful tunes. Seriously, I'm not even kidding about that. Take a listen to this. This is nostalgia right here for me personally. probably made that play a little longer than I should have, but it just gives me such a warm and fuzzy feeling hearing that I just couldn't resist it. Anyway, let's check out the rest of the office. As usual, I've got lights hanging along the wall of the entire office. Just barely missed it right there. Of course, the camera's having trouble focusing, but oh well. And I got some other little knickknacks over here. I'll turn the lights back on. And I got some Christmassy stuff here on top of the corner Packard bell. And a Santa Claus standing on top of my Gateway 2000. So anyway, let's head outside and see what the decorations are like out there. Okay, this is brand new for this year. This is a old-fashioned looking Santa Claus with his reindeer all lit up right here. This was a birthday present to myself this year. My mom really liked it, and I like it too. We've got the Santa Claus standing on two wooden pallets right there with a sheet over it. And the reindeer are sitting on top of this old advertising stand that my dad got from his convenience store back in the 90s. So it's being repurposed as a reindeer proper-upper. Let's stand back and get the entire feel of it. And over here, this is going to need some work though. It's also new for the year. A very sick looking Snoopy. And that was a very loud 80s station wagon going down the road. This needs some stake adjustments. My dad's going to try to work on this tomorrow maybe. We got this on sale at Lowe's or Walmart, I think, right after Christmas last year. But when it stands the way it should, it looks pretty good. Don't know how well this is coming across on camera, but this is from last year. We have a one of those little star shower things you see advertised on TV shining onto the house right here. And you can kind of see it on the tree branches and on the ground. You can really see it well on the ground right there. And this year I got another one to put on our building right here where my office is. So yeah, that's what the outside looks like this year. So let's head back into our warm office and finish things up. So that's how Nostalgia Mall Christmas is going to work this year. We're going to have 12 videos from now until December 25th. What to expect this year? Well, we'll definitely do some Let's Plays. I know they're not the most famous videos on this channel, but I think you'll enjoy them nonetheless. We're going to take a look at some retail related stuff. I'm planning on taking you to the Greensboro Sears location sometime this year to check out what may be their last Christmas. We're also going to be building a Socket 370 Pentium 3 computer, which I'm very excited about. In fact, I've actually already recorded that. So yeah, and we're also going to be looking at some old Christmas catalogs and some other related items that I think you'll enjoy. And we're going to end everything on December 25th, just like last year, with a complete look at my current vintage computer collection as it stands in December 2018. Also, you may have noticed throughout this video my voice sounds a little bit off. Well, this past week I've been dealing with a pretty nasty cold, so my voice sounds a lot sexier than usual. So anyway, Stay tuned for 12 days of non-stop video action here on Nostalgia Mall Christmas. And this is Billy Core signing off. Hi there. My name is Billy Core, and I own a Kentucky Fried Chicken franchise down in South Carolina, the upstate of South Carolina near Greenville. And not many people know this, but my left ear doubles as an SD card slot. Thank you for visiting the Nostalgia Mall. If you liked what you saw, please like, subscribe, and follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. You can also support me on Patreon if you would like. The links to all of these are down below. Until next time, this is Billy Core wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.